because we were not. I come from a blue-collar family, okay? And my mom told me that they would train me when I got my job. That is not what happens, okay? I had to train myself, and I learned that actually from my husband. And the way I trained myself was we would go to, what was the bookstore? Borders at the time. I'm sure you guys, I don't know if you guys have heard of that, Barnes & Noble. And I would get books on specific things that I would be working on in engineering, okay? So I want to kind of back up and just let you know, last year was the first time we hosted the event, and we hosted it with about 10 to 12 NSBE students. And the theme last year was gratitude determines your altitude, and being thankful. And like I shared with the students last year that every day when I drive to work, I say, Lord, I thank you. You know, everything isn't going perfect in our lives, but I am grateful for everything that's going well. And so another thing that happened last year was I shared with them the key to life is to being better. And so when you came in, you saw books on the table. And those books are self-help books. And about when I got 25, I started wanting to be a better person. And this was before I met him because I didn't get married till 27. So I wanted to get ready for becoming a wife and a mom and all that stuff. So I started reading self-help books. But he and I together, Stan and I together, have gotten deeper into becoming better. And so we shared some of the books with you. And one of them is Knock 'em Dead Resumes, which is a great, great book. For those of you, how many seniors do we have here? Oh, very good. Knock 'em Dead Resumes and Knock 'em, a few other things are on the table. So before you leave, I encourage you to just, go take a look at the books and see if you might be interested in those. Basically the reason that we started this is because we want to see you do better than us. I expect more from you. You guys are the brightest of the best. So at any rate, Stan and I would like to share 2 things that we wish someone had shared with us before we graduated from college. And for me, it's, when things don't go your way or you have a failure, it's what you learn from that failure. How you use that and apply it to future. Number one, so it doesn't happen again. Because I had a couple things that just kept happening over and over again because I didn't get the lesson. So if you get the lesson from something you really wanted, you can thrive even higher. And the second thing was Stan had sent me a TED Talk. Do you guys know what those are? Okay, great. He sent me one on 5 things that keep you from achieving your dreams. And number 1 was believing in overnight success. Okay? It is actually a result of everything you have done in your life to get you to that moment. Because we think that these stars, oh my God, look at him, or look at Facebook and Instagram and all these things. And we think that they made it. Like, for instance, I'll use me as an example. I've been working at my agency for 23 years. I knew the day I started there, that was not what I was called to do. But I stayed there for 23 years. And from 2014 to 2016, I wrote a book. The book is called Authenticity, Accountability, and Ambitions, What America is Lacking Through a Black Woman's Eyes. And that's what I'm called to do. In the end of the book, I'm going to start my own nonprofit. Okay, that's what I've been called to do. But in order for me to get there, I had to go through 23 years of being an engineer so that I could be a better person for the black kids that I'll be helping in the community. So the second thing from the TED Talk was believe someone else has the answers for you. Follow your instinct. TDJ's book is right there on the table. That little voice you hear inside your head, if you learn to follow that earlier, it makes life a lot easier. Decide to settle when growth is guaranteed. So you reach your dream. Say it was to make $1 million, okay? And then you say, I'm done. No, you can always grow exponentially and do even more. 4, believe it's someone else's fault. You have to own it. And this is from the TED Talk. This is not from me. And 5, the 5th thing that she said was believe that the only thing that matters are the dreams themselves. Life is not about the goals themselves. It is about the journey. So try to enjoy the journey even when you get the knocks and falls. And so Stan's going to share a couple of things that he wished someone had told him when he was a student like you guys.
Well, I wish someone would have told me about networking. Because that's how you get anywhere. It's not about your GPA or how smart you are or how good looking you are or this or that. It's networking, getting to know people. That's it. Because if people know you, then they'll be more comfortable with hiring you or promoting you. If they don't know you, you could be so brilliant, but it's not going to make any difference. But if they don't know you, they'll basically treat you like air. They know you're there, but they don't see you. They're not going to recognize anything that you do. So always be conscious of that. You're here because you're networking, even though you may not realize it, but you are. You're getting to know certain people. You may need these people one day. They may be in a position where they'll bring you in if you need a job or any situation. Now, I really wish someone would have told me this, because I thought, well, I'm a smart kid. I had a high GPA for an electrical engineering student, so I know I'll get a job. All I need is my degree. I was unemployed for a year before I got my job. But I know my friends were all getting jobs afterwards, and this was when the economy was bad. So unfortunately, I had an excuse which didn't help me. But many of the people I knew were getting jobs because they were networking. And of course, they were going to the NSBE conference. I didn't go to a NSBE conference when I was a student. Big mistake. Go, if you can, go to a NSBE national convention and the conferences. Because that's when you look at the job fair, this is the only place that you know 100% that most of the people there are looking to hire black engineers and black engineering students. You can't get that anywhere else. You go to any other job fair, they may not be, because whether you figure this out or not, there's still some people that don't want us, no matter how good you are. But at a NSBE convention, you know that most of the people there are for you and to take you on. Now, that's why I said it's about networking. Now, there's another issue that's more of a general issue about who is your real enemy. Now, the enemy, your real enemy, I always say your worst enemy is someone that's in your group of friends. I know that from experience. They'll pretend that they like you, and they're your buddy, and they'll do underhanded things to you. Now, the other people who may not like you, who you know is your enemy, all they can do is give you a bad day. That's it. Make you mad, give you a bad day. But the people who you think is your friends, who are really your enemies, they can wreck your life and mess up your career. So you have to watch out for that. Now, for the networking part, I have a book out there. It's called How to Influence. What is it, man? It's Dale Carnegie. I forgot the name of it. I read it. How to Make Friends and Influence People. Excellent book. Probably the first self-help book. I read it like years ago. Now, this is something related to the enemy part, or any situation you may have on the job, because not everybody is not going to have your back. There's going to be some people that's going to try to hurt you, even, of course, in your personal life. There's a book there called The Prince by Niccolo Machiavelli. And there's also another book, I don't have it on the table, I don't know what I did with it. It's called The Art of War by the Chinese tactician Sun Tzu. Those books, sometimes you may have to kick somebody's butt, professionally kick somebody's butt. Those are good books to read. So I have a lot of things I can say. I have more than two things, but time doesn't permit it. So.
Thank you. Okay. We hope that helps you guys.